Welcome back to the FPS tutorial. This is part 8. We're coming up on the last few episodes of this series now. It's probably going to be uploaded during summer, the final episode. But today's a very important day because today we're going to work on 2 or 3 things. We're going to work on attachments first, which today we're going to make it so you click on an attachment and it equips that attachment. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to work on displaying attachments. So now how are we going to do this? Well, I think the best way to do it would be, well, we've got all of our attachments down here, so we'll start with something simple. Attachments are going to be hell to add, and there's going to be a lot of stuff done off camera because it's just the same thing over and over and over again. In the modules, we'll go to M4, and it's getting organized now. Make like a big space here, and I'll just call this attachments. Equals these brackets, and then a semicolon on the end. And now inside of this, we're going to have sites. We'll have string values of all of the different sites we can equip, so yeah. We'll pick a site from the list. Then we're just going to do a red dot, like typical site. Yeah, I'll just do this one. I'll rename it red dot. Drag it over, like, I don't know, just over here somewhere, I guess. We'll call it red dot site. We'll call this exactly the same as how it's spelled in here. Yeah, and then we'll go down. Should we do it in this table, or should we? You know what, it'll probably be more organized if we do it in this table. So up here, I'm gonna say, current site equals, let's just say nil. So that'll be like, wait, no, we'll say iron site. And then we'll put a semicolon on the end. So the way this is gonna work is we press. It's gonna work like the weapon selection menu. So we press a drop down of sites, and then yeah, we can pick from this list, and it's gonna change this variable here. We'll also say can change site. Oh, actually no, we won't do that. We'll just make it so if the list is empty, you just can't change site. Alright, so the way it's going to work is we're just going to set transparency to 1, which is just going to make it like this, and then we're going to have the site here. We'll duplicate, actually before we duplicate it, we're going to disable cast shadow, can collide, and anchored. We'll duplicate it, and we'll drag it into, not our view model just yet. We'll just drag it into workspace so we can move it around freely. This one I'm going to enable anchored. But the one that we're going to put into our view model, we're going to have anchored and can collide disabled because it's going to be welded. So I'm going to turn off snapping really quick. So I'm going to rotate this roughly. We need to place this on our gun and set transparency to 1. There's no red dot currently inside of the site, but we'll do that at a later point. As of right now, I just want to get the red dot site showing, as I said before. So the way it's going to work is it's going to set transparency of the carry handle to 1, which is going to make it invisible, and then make this visible. Okay, so the way we're going to do that is we're gonna line this up on the rail where we want it. So we're gonna go to rear sight on our view model, copy the position. We're going to go to this thing, the red dot, paste it. So now it's in the rough position that we want it to be in. We need to select the rear sight, go to orientation, and then we need to copy and paste it, which didn't turn out great. It's lined up, but now we can just... We need to get it at the perfect angle, which I don't think it is currently. Yeah, no. I know we're gonna do this. What axis is it on? You know what, we're just gonna freehand it. I decided to time-lapse this part because it goes on for a really long time. But what I'm basically doing here is I'm just playing around with the rotation and position of the red dot sight, just making sure it's aligned correctly. And then after this, I made sure it was in the right position on the rail, so it wasn't too far forward, it wasn't too far back. I also made sure that the size was correct, so it wasn't too big or too small. I might have gotten this wrong though, because I don't know exactly how big a red dot sight is. I'd recommend using reference to determine the size. I also switched between like the fake camera by using the camera locker plugin, just to make sure that it looked good in first person. I also moved the string value inside of the fake camera into the aim part, just to see if it was correctly aligned as close as possible. Alright, that's close enough. But now we can't put it into view models yet because it's not rigged. So we're gonna have to go to rig edit light. Go to main. Not main. Let's go to upper receiver, because that's the part it's attached to. And then control click the red dot and then weld. So now that they're welded, let's just drag it into replicated storage, into view models. Well, as you can see, the red dot sight is transparent. Okay, so I know why it's not working. So I'm assuming the carry handle isn't welded anymore. It's not. It's not. So we're gonna go ahead and weld it, or the rear sight even. We're gonna weld the rear sight. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna weld the rear sight to the main. So we're gonna click on the main. We're gonna control click the rear sight to wherever it is. Oh my god. We're gonna weld it. Then we're gonna have to delete this weld because we're gonna make a folder inside of the view model. We will drag our front sight, our rear sight, our red dot sight into it, and we will call it attachments. It's still welded, I think. We'll try it out and see what happens. But we're gonna weld the red dot sight again. I'm gonna just weld it to the main actually. Alright, now we'll try it out, because I'm gonna code it in a way that'll prevent... Well, it'll stop it from showing, basically. All of the attachments just won't load in, unless we want them to. Yeah, okay, there, that works. Alright, how are we gonna do this? So... Alright, why do we... alright, just right here. I'll just control X this. If v.parent equals or does not equal, what the hell is going on today? attachments. Yeah, there. It still loads it in. Oh, it's because we're doing it in the wrong place. I'm dumb. Control X all of this. Yeah, we need to do it to this. If v.parent colon is a folder again. Alright, that works. So now our gun looks ugly. But now we can equip and de-equip our attachments. So, the way we're going to do this is we're going to go to framework client. And we'll do it like here. We'll say if framework.module, then if framework.module.attachment dot current, what was it, current site? Yeah, current site. That current site equals iron sites. Then framework dot view model dot attachments dot area site dot visible equals true. Oh, not visible, that's wrong. Dot transparency equals 0. Framework dot view model dot attachments dot front site dot transparency equals 0. Now the issue with this is that we have to check every time like we have to check for the name, so we have to make sure the name is the same on every gun. Yeah, so our iron sights show. Now let's set it up for a red dot. So I'll say here else framework.view model dot attachments dot column find first child framework.module dot attachments dot current site dot transparency equals 0. Let's try this. So, well, this is just gonna be, yeah, it's just our iron sights. But if I change this exactly to this, you know what, I should probably put iron sights in here too. But if I change this to red dot sight, that should, there we go. Yeah, so we have our red dot sight equipped. We can't really use it right now. We do have it. So that's cool. We'll actually say if framework dot module dot attachment dot sites. We'll just say 1 does not equal nil, then. And now that should make sure that it doesn't, like, that should check to see if we can actually change sites. Oh yeah, no, I know why. But we'll leave that in. So now we can change attachments. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna design a menu that lets us do that. So I'm going to enable UI visibility, and I'm going to go to the menu. I'll enable the customize menu and disable the loadout menu. And I'll disable these as well. What we can do is we'll add in a text button. This is going to be very basic right now, so we'll add in, that's a text box, we need the text button. That's way too big, but okay. Yeah, it's gonna be very basic today. We'll work on this in the next few episodes. So, sites. And when you press this, we'll add in another scrolling frame, we'll just duplicate it. And we'll call it site select. We'll also name this text button sites. Use the scale plugin to just correct the scale. Alright, we'll disable the visibility for both of these. And then re-enable it for these two. Let's try it out, and then we'll get to coding. So we hit customize. Alright, so now we just need it to, we just need it so when we press attachments it brings up a similar thing. Okay. So we'll do it down here with all of the menu stuff. And we'll say menu.customize menu dot attachments dot mouse button one click connect function, and we'll say menu.customize menu dot sites dot visible equals true, menu.customize menu dot not site select. We'll just leave it as that right now. And then we'll basically just put it wherever the yeah, I'll set this to false. And then down here, I'll change this to false as well. Alright, here we need to do menu customize menu dot sites dot visible equals false, menu dot customize menu dot site select dot visible equals false. And we'll just change that. On all of these as well. just so we don't run into any issues with the menu. So now if we hit play, and we go to customize, select the attachments, it brings up the sites button. Alright, nice. Okay, so next we're gonna make it so when we press sites button, it makes the menu appear. Which, actually, I think what I'm gonna do is instead of site select, we're just gonna do attachment select. Because if we do that, then we can make it universal, just like one menu, I guess. So wherever we said site select, we're just gonna change it to attachment select. I'm gonna publish, just so I don't lose any progress. And I'm going to just make sure that works really quick. Alright, so now if I hit customize, I go to attachments, change, whatever. Now we need to make it so when we press sites, it will, show our sites. So, let me go to the menu stuff. Just like here, we'll go to the bottom. We'll say menu dot site or customize menu dot site dot mouse button one click connect function. I'll say for I comma v in pairs menu dot customize menu dot attachment select let children do if v is a text button, then v destroy. So we're resetting everything that's inside of the menu. And I will say menu dot customize menu dot attachments select dot visible equals false, or equals true even. And you know what, I'll say if menu dot attachment or dot customize menu dot attachment select dot visible then, and then I'll put an else down here. Up here I'll paste all of the delete code, and then here I'll put this to false. So what this is going to do is when we click customize and then select our weapon, go to attachments, if we press site, it makes this menu visible. If we press it again, it makes it invisible. And yeah. And now we're going to make it spawn in, well not spawn in, we're going to make it show every site that we can possibly use in our game. So we're going to do this in a very similar way to the weapon select menu. So now I just need to figure out how we did that, which I do remember, but it's all laid out the same, so we can basically just do the same thing. We have the weapon select button. I'm just gonna use the weapon select button and just duplicate that every time. So if I go down to oh, it's right here. I'll say for I, v in pairs. And I'll say if module. If framework not module then. If framework. Oh. Wait, no, we won't do that yet. We'll just say for I, v in pairs. Framework dot module dot attachments dot sites and then do. And we'll say local select or local attachment or local site equals game dot replicated storage dot gui dot weapon select clone site dot name equals, and then we'll do this and we'll say I, and then we'll do the same for text. Now let's try it. So I hit customize, I go here, attachments, sites. Doesn't do that, okay. Oh, I know why. Site.parent equals, and then menu.customize menu dot attachment select. And now we'll go to customize, not change, attachments. It works. That's cool. But it changes our primary to red.site, which obviously breaks the game because there is no red.site primary. So the way we're gonna do this is we're gonna go to where it's weapon select. You know what, we're gonna duplicate this and call it attachment select. And you know what, we're gonna get rid of the script in it because we don't need it. I'm gonna go back up to the menu section. And I'm going to go to where we press sites. Right here. And now that we show them, we just need to, this needs to be attachment select. We need to just make it so when you click them, that changes the site. But actually, wait, no, this isn't gonna work because we're getting that module site. So we'll say, local required module equals game.replicated storage.modules colon find first child. Then we'll say menu dot customize menu dot selected weapon, that to be text. And now here we'll say if required module then when first descendant is not enabled. Never mind, we won't use that. I just saw it and thought we could try it, but I guess not. You know what, we'll say local required module and then here we'll say for I, comma v in pairs game.replicated storage.modules colon get descendants do if v dot name equals menu.customize menu.selected weapon.text, then required module equals require v. And now let's try that. That should work. It does. Okay, we need to make it so when we select the attachment, it'll equip it. So what we'll do is we'll say, you know, we'll do this in attachment select. Let me look in weapon select to see what we did. You know what, we need something to display the value. So we'll go back into the menu. We'll go to sites. You know what, I'm gonna add a text label to this, which will just be underneath, and that's gonna say what site it is. So, not bold, probably. Choose the font, scaled. I'll make it white. The background transparency will be 1. No, I'll just set it to iron sights for now. Is it rotated slightly? Yeah, it is. I'll set this to just value or something. Make sure we convert it to scale. But now if we set this to visible, it sets that to invisible. If we set this to invisible, it'll set this value to invisible as well. Alright, so we'll go here. Actually, no, we'll go back into, we'll create another local script in this. And we'll say script.parent.mouse button one click colon connect function. Okay. Now we'll say, let me look in here. We'll grab this, but instead we'll say, instead of selected weapon, we'll say dot. That's still not gonna work, is it? You know what, let's just do it like site select. Actually, no, we won't. Dot, I mean, we could just do it like sites dot value dot text equals, and then script dot parent dot text, and then coming back to over here, while we press confirm, we can say like no, but that's not gonna work either. Alright, I gotta think of a solution to this. This is a struggle. Alright, I think I have an idea. So we'll do this up at the top. We'll create a variable called like local attachment type change local attachment type equals, and we'll just put this as nil for now, but this will say like sites or something. Go back down to menu. This is going to be a bit painful to do, but we'll figure it out. Because this keeps it modular as well, kind of. So now here, I'm going to create a remote event, I think. Which we'll call it change attachment. And now here also game.replicated storage dot event dot change attachment dot on client event colon connect function player attachment. And now here I'll say if current or if attachment type equals sites, then I will say yeah, I'll use this as well. So we'll get this. And I'll say required module dot attachments dot current site equals attachment. And then here I'm gonna say game.replicated storage dot not game.replicated storage menu.customize menu.attachment select dot visible equals false. Now we just need to fire this. So to fire it, we're gonna go into attachment select, and we're gonna not add a text button, we're gonna add a script, a local script, and we'll say script dot parent dot mouse button one click colon connect function game.replicated storage dot event dot change attachment on fire server, and we'll just say script.parent.text. And now in the server script, I know this is getting kind of confusing, but once we've gotten the base for it, it's basically just the same thing copied over and over again. Let's just go here, go down to the bottom, and we'll say game.replicated storage dot events dot change attachment dot on server event colon connect function player comma attachment then we'll say game.replicated storage dot events dot change attachment on fire client player comma attachment. Let's see if this works. So now it doesn't change the attachment. I know why. Here we'll say menu dot customize menu dot site dot value dot text equals attachment. Also, really quick, here I'll say menu dot customize menu dot site dot value dot text equals. Well, we're gonna paste this code in again, I guess. But we don't need this part. I'll say dot text equals required module dot current site I know why dot attachments. So yeah, it says red dot, but we cannot change it. So here I know why. So here I'll say attachment type equals sites, and I'm actually gonna go to I say attachment select dot visible equals false. I'm gonna paste the same line of code, but instead it's just gonna say nil. Right, let's try this and let's see if it works. So I hit attachments, I can go here and say now if I say print player, and I select it and do this, iron sights. Oh, okay, so here we'll just, yeah, so that should fix it. So now we should be able to select our, okay, well that's not working, probably because we left it visible. So we can go here, iron sights, it changes, hit confirm, select, we equip it with iron sights, and then if I reset, I go to customize here, it breaks. When does it break? We had this, oh, I'm dumb. Okay, now that should work. And then that's probably gonna be where we wrap up attachments for today's video, because they work as well as I want them to now. I might include a time lapse of me adding more attachments because it's basically just what we did there. customize. Yep, it works. And I'm gonna set this back to iron sights. And as of right now, I'm going to just leave it in the M4 module because we're gonna change it in the next episode. So once we've done that, then we'll start to copy and paste it into all of the modules, because as of right now, I want to get the attachment system done. Alright, let me quickly just make sure this is looking good and working properly when I disable. Alright, well, thanks for watching this video, guys. If you found it helpful, leave a like and subscribe. Yeah, I'm gonna probably extend the series a little bit because I want to make it easier to follow, so yeah. And good day, I guess. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.